in a lot of households, you know, where there is a sister and a brother, these things are always sort of shielded, you know, like it's like acha, like kuch nahi hai and all that. If she's like if she soiled her clothes and nahi kuch nahi, you know, तुम्हारा भाई यहाँ बैठा हुआ है or something like that, my papa यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं, things like that. So a lot of things, a lot of people, like mostly women, they don't expect them to know, and they don't. I mean, they're just like, ठीक है, it's not like he's going through it, something like that. Which is why also then, you know, a lot of boys then end up becoming this Eve teasing and all this kind of, because then you just don't care, no?
Though my parents were pretty open and you know how I was growing up and stuff, I remember just you know the discomfort that my mother had when she had to explain to me that I am going to need sanitary napkins one day, you know, and I remember that conversation, and I remember she was feeling so uncomfortable with the whole thing of just trying to explain that to me, that you know it stood out as an incident in my mind. And I never had like free discussions with my parents about, you know, sexuality.
My mother's not comfortable with these things. I think it's that which happens. You're just not comfortable explaining things, so you just say, "Beta, this is wrong. This is bad." So then you just avoid it. That's just how it works.
For me, I used to talk with friends, you know, however much a teenager would know in those days.
How do you find out? You either read up, you see magazines, you know. Or but there's nothing on TV for sure, or you hear from your friends, stuff like that. But no, like no other sort of way of informing me has happened. Whatever it is, it's just I heard something and I thought I knew vaguely about it and I wanted to know the whole picture. So then I read up on it. I'll Google it, or I'll find a magazine. Google, I know.
There used to be one day in particular when they used to have English movies in the evening, and I'm watching that, and if there is inevitably a kissing scene or something, my dad would come and quickly change the channel, say, "Ye kya dekh rahe ho?" Just like, you know, that was the kind of thing that you know, so you feel guilty yourself that you're watching something like this, you know. So that was the only information that I had gone with. Yeah, so you know, that was till, I mean, I was what, till I was 20, that was the information I had.
I think always a woman is I mean, she's told about, like, she realizes her sexuality is always in a negative way. It's always like, okay, you got your periods, so then these are all the things you should not do, and okay, boys, this is what you should not do. Don't do this, you'll get pregnant. Don't do this, don't go out at night, you'll get raped. You know, things like that.
The things in our life which we haven't talked about, but we don't talk about them because we are empowered. We have to empower others.
It's the little things, the small acts of violence that mark our everyday lives that we forget in our grand attempts to save the world. What makes us feel we are empowered enough to do that anyways? What gives us the right to bear other people's burden while forgetting our own?
See, there's certain superficial things like education, like hope for financial independence, and mobility. Mobility also so limited, especially in Delhi. Only when I came to Bombay, I realized that Bombay gives you so much freedom. Only then, in fact, you realize how violated you feel in Delhi. It's such an aggressive city. You travel in a blue line, it's so aggressive. People's stares are so aggressive.
What are these people looking at really? What are they thinking? Doesn't matter really, because that look has done its bit of making us think. Think again and again.
Here in offices, I did find that, you know, like people thinking and judging you in the sense that not in the marriage sense, but if are you or are you not in a relationship, like do you have a man in your life, you know, that seems to be like, and I think, why is that even a question that you're asking me?
In fact, it's crazy. Like, you know, now I've reached that certain age where I hate going for family weddings, okay, for no other reason. But I know that when I'm there, everyone's like looking at me and trying to fix me up with their nephew or their friend's nephew. Or it's such a pain to, you know, just be able to enjoy a wedding and just to be yourself, because, you know, everyone's like trying to figure out falana, and then it's so irritating. So now I've just started telling them, yeah. So they ask me, so what do you do? And I say, oh, I'm a professional dancer. And by the way, have you seen my tattoo? No.
And then when I started looking for a place of my own, there were again localities where people used to ask me, nahi, hum to akeli ladkiyon ko nahi dete. They used to look at you, that if you're a single woman, you know, there's something wrong with you, in the sense that you're not trustworthy. God knows what you will do after evening, you know. You know, it would give you that impression that, you know, they're thinking that obviously you're not a straight woman.
I have to think about a lot of things, like when I get out of the house. You know, like what am I wearing today? What mode of transport am I using? Am I going in my car? Which car am I going in? Is it likely to break down? Because if it breaks down, I can't step out of it in a short skirt. You know, धक्का लगाना होगा गाड़ी को, because no one comes and helps you. Or you have to wait in your car for those emergency people to come for 20 minutes. Is it safe? How late am I going to be? You know, is it safe?
For example, things like, okay, again, I'll come down to practicalities, because, you know, things like, okay, you have to go and buy a condom. How would you, okay, forget about a condom, when I have to go buy sanitary napkins, you know, like, I just like, you know, I was like, you know, it was normal when I was growing up, when I was not here. It was like you could go to a supermarket, nobody's looking at you, pick things, put in your cart, and you go and check out. Like, here you go to a neighborhood like grocery store, and you ask them for a sanitary napkin. That in itself, that, you know, what kind of sanitary napkin you want. It's like, okay, we have these kinds. Nahi, waisa wala hai. You know, I can feel the blood rushing to my face. I can see the people around me, if they're, you know, if they're not, there could be that, you know, there's a, you know, couple of teenage guys who start snickering and laughing and stuff, but, you know, I would forgive them that. But people looking at you and feeling embarrassed themselves, the shopkeeper feeling that, you know, feeling like not comfortable with the whole situation, and for me to just grab whatever I can and pay, and then, you know, just rush out of there. So imagine like having to go and ask for, say condoms which you want to buy. Just like
that, it's not controlled entirely by me. My own sexuality is not controlled entirely by me, but various other factors and people and entities. I would like to think that I'm very free, very mad. And I've been told by people that I am. But I think only you know in your heart that how free you are really. At the end of the day, you don't have to tell anyone but yourself. Or listen to yourself. And
I see my sexuality through a pair of eyes that don't even belong to me. And I must not tell. I must not voice my discomfort. Or for that matter, even my little triumphs.